divide. Like for me, when people talk about black people, I think of like my next door neighbor. He's like an ex-Marine. He's a giant dude, but he's like the most polite, like structured dude. Like his kids are like never a problem. And I mean, they're almost my age, but they were never a problem. Like you think he had a problem with them? Those kids were freaking like. You look at him and you think he'll rip. You know.
Let me read this super chat.
Sorry,
man,
my bad.
You know, I'm glad you're over here, sir, man. Because you know we do have a trucking channel, and you will be able to add you and HB, you know, have that in common, and so.
Does Sir drive a truck too?
Yeah.
Is he a sole proprietor? Like does he own a truck or?
I'm not sure. He can come back up and he can tell us. So, sir, $2. John, start a new stream in private. This one, T. You guys think I should do that?
Yeah, just when you end it, just private it so your channel's not risked. Just when we get off, just private it.
Hey, John?
No, you're actually good. I'm looking at the time. It's been 8 hours, so they don't do anything like that.
Yeah, they probably won't look that much in. Yeah, and it's not like there's people like commenting 500 million times because of it. You know what I mean? There's not going to be like a ping to kind of set off the there's not
a mass flag going on, but you do have to edit it out because if the algorithm catches it after the stream, then you're in trouble. But
yeah, just cut off like a minute. Just cut off the minute. Yeah, just cut it out.
Hey, John.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you mind if I ask Imperious kind of a belligerent, stupid-ass question?
Yeah, sure, go right ahead.
Okay. So, Imperious, you mentioned that your next-door neighbor was African-American. Would he be impressed with your earlier tirade by chance?
He'd probably laugh, dude. He'd probably, because he says it all the time, dude. Like, trust me, he says that word all the time. He's like, I hate these effing and you're like, dude, trust me. I feel bad. I'll be shooting a donation like when I leave. I shouldn't, again, that's a sin, wrath. I shouldn't say the words, but I said something because I was getting pissed off. I say something to piss people off. But no, he says it a lot. But he says it a lot, dude. He's like John in a lot of ways. Not like as like vicious about it as John, but he's like dismissive. He's like, I don't fucking care about those niggas. You know what I mean? Like he just doesn't care.
Yeah, I'm just being stupid for even mentioning that.
No, but no, genuinely, I mean, he trust me, he's like the guy that has like the least patience for that kind of shit.
Well, going back to the case that I read before the Cuban guy, I guess, did whatever the heck he did. Real quick, Imperious, the thing that got my attention was the fact that in that particular case, they said that those people were U.S. citizens because their parents.
Yeah, John, hold on. I thought of something. The guy who did it might report you for it, John. You might want to just.
Well, real quick, the in that particular case, they said that the parents were permanent residents, so they were already in process of swearing their allegiance to the United States. These people are not. They're coming here with no status, and then if they can say, "Well, I'm on deferred action, DACA," you're not on status. That just simply means we're not going to deport you just yet. You have to do something stupid for us to deport you. You're at the bottom of the totem pole. Or if you're on deferred action under the Violence Against Women Act, a lot of the women that are victims of abuse by their significant others or things like that. The same thing. You still have no status. It's just saying that we're not going to deport you yet. So
yeah, you're living on an edge of a needle. Yeah.
But based on that, I'm thinking, you know what? There's a good point because that's the argument I would argue. If I were Attorney General, that's the argument that I would make.
Well, you got to at least settle the question, and what better court to do it than this? You know what I mean? If you're going to settle the question, because I don't think how can you then excuse the Second Amendment and not give them Second Amendment rights?
Exactly.
You can't. It's either the government's going to lose by giving a ton of people they don't know who they are guns, and they're pretty much their own destruction, or they have to say they're not citizens. It's one or the other. They've kind of painted themselves into a wall.
You're absolutely right. Alien in possession of a firearm, by that logic, that law goes away, and the countless millions of felonies that permanent residents caught because they had a gun. Would automatically
all those go away. The 922s all go away.
All of those go away. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Like, sin is an empire based off sand. Patience will eventually lead you to victory because these people are stupid. They're acting like impulsively in the moment. Like people think like these Democrats are sitting back there like this cabal. No, they're impulsive people and they'll lead to their own destruction. They've done it for forever. But the problem is they're going to take us down with them.
What they're doing is they're pissing off the people that come to me and do it the right way. The people that are spending thousands of dollars with my boss so that they can do it the right way. And
yeah, exactly. Like what I said earlier, like a lot of Latinos here and Mexican people, they do not like these people.
Yeah,
they do not like these people.
Even in Mexico, dude, in Matamoros, where I frequent, because they're depressing the employment over there, and they don't make shit over there. You know, oh Lord, there are
Hey,
people
John's
that
got
are.
a super. I just saw. I was in the earphones, but
Go ahead,
John
I'm
has a
sorry, I
super. I
didn't.
just saw the screen.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Let me. I'm going to start a new stream. I just put the.
And hey, congrats, sir. You're making pretty good cash then, dude.
Oh man, you know, shit. They don't send me this shit that much later.
No, I'm talking about sir on the screen. If he's an owner operator of his own truck, he's making good money then.
Sir, thank you very much. I appreciate it. $5. Yes, he's an owner operator for those who ask. Currently partnering with a company hauling shipping containers from my port in Pierce. Oh, he responded directly to him, Pierce.
Because I asked if he was an owner operator or if he worked for a.
Let me give you this YouTube channel. I'm sorry, that was the wrong link. So ignore that link.
Damn, Hot Potatoes got jokes in the chat, huh?
Let's see. Give me 1 second. Oh.
HB saying on the. I just looked at the chat for a while. I haven't seen it in a while, but HB saying that you can just cut out that like hi now. You don't have to start a new stream apparently.
All right, I'll just cut it out. Then. Okay, yeah. All right, let me just cut. Go ahead, you guys. Go ahead. I'll just cut it out. That's fine. HB, thanks very much. Go ahead.
No, yeah, no, but I agree there. I think there's a serious argument that they don't live in the nexus, like within a nexus of connection to the United States, that you could do it. It's the same argument. You really got to get the census back up there, because remember, they really didn't argue that they didn't answer the question of the census. They answered it in a way it was like kind of an exception that they didn't really want to get into. Can you put that actual language in there? It wasn't a procedural error they dismissed it on. I think it was.
It was a standing issue.
Exactly,
it wasn't
procedural
right
error. It was not a facial challenge. Yeah, it was not a substantive challenge. It was just a procedural issue. That's what I'm saying. Like, we got to get it in front of the court where they answered the substantive issue. Can the government ask on that census form if you are a legal citizen or not?
Well, basically, it's, do you need to do things the right way or do you not? If you don't, then again, if they say no, then the people that come to me, you know, for example, that are waiting sometimes years, some of them are waiting over 2 years in that regards, just to get a response from immigration, then at that point they're going to be like, well, why the fuck am I paying your boss thousands of dollars to represent us on this thing? You know, fuck it, we'll just cross the river, or we'll go, you know, we'll cross the wall in Arizona. What do we need you for? And they're right at that point. I mean, you're letting everybody else in. You're giving them $10,000
it means that
a month.
citizen means nothing. That's the point. You're going to have a lot of issues if you because that means a citizen essentially means nothing.
Yeah, exactly. The U.S. ceases to exist at that point.
And once you have jurisprudence that they have Second Amendment rights, they have all those other things, they're going to have voting rights. They have to have them. How can you have a 14th Amendment issue where you're going to discriminate against voting rights? Are you kidding me? Due process rights, equal protection clause, and not give them voting rights if they're citizens, or if they have the same equivalency to a citizen, that they have the interest in the United States. How do you not give them voting rights?
Well, that's then that goes to the question: what do you mean by subject to the jurisdiction? But that's an argument. For example, if you and I had a separate stream in that regards. But
yeah, we're probably nerding him out right now. Sorry, John.
Yeah, because Hot Potato's already getting pissed off, saying Imperius and Juana need to leave, and I'm like, dude, you can go do something to yourself. But you look at what the end result is. I mean, shit. John just showed the video. This dude walking around with a possibly $400 Graco stroller. Those aren't cheap. I mean, shit, when my daughter was born, I had to get all of her stuff secondhand. I didn't have money for a car seat stroller like that.
Yeah. You know, you have
not just that, but then they're wearing high heels and designer dresses. They've got their hair done. They've got their makeup done. Where are they getting all the money for the makeup and their hairstylists and all that stuff, John? Those trust me, I've dated enough girls. Those hairstylists, they're not cheap, John.
No, they're definitely not. Give me 1 second here, Pierce. I want to continue with this video. I want to make sure I'm able to edit this this portion out, though. Let me make sure I can do that.
I mean, John, if it's easier for you to just start a new stream, do it. I just thought it'd be easier to cut what's behind all of it instead of just opening a whole new stream.
Yeah,
especially because I thought people were kind of like
2 hour mark, I'd be logging off also and be like, you know what, just start a new stream.
Hey, John, on an unrelated note, man, I forgot to say your graphics look really nice. Who's been doing that, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, man, you guys got to give a shout out to Portia for that. She's been
it looks crispy and nice.
My love. She's such a good person, isn't she, John? Isn't she sweet?
Yeah, she's
She's such a sweet girl. She really has a kind heart, John. She really does. She's got a really kind heart. Like, honestly, like, I give her shit, but she's such a nice person at heart. It's kind of like she's one of those girls that, like, if you really fuck with her and piss her off to get her upset, you really are a fucking asshole, because she takes a lot. Like, she'll take it. You know what I mean? Like, I fuck with her all the time. Like, every time I see her, I'm like, oh, Portia, come home with me. You know, I fuck with her all the time. But if you said something that really pisses her off, you got to be kind of an asshole. Like, what did she really say to fuck with you? You know?
No, indeed. Let me put the link in the chat for you guys. I think this is it. Maybe not. Shit, so much shit going on over here. I just want to make sure I send you the right one. Oh yeah, here it is. All right. We're still live on the other one, but I'm going to put the new one in the link here.
Put in the private chat too, so we can link it, John. Put in the private chat so we know where to go to, because we're in StreamYard.
I think it is possible. I think it is possible to edit while streaming, because Barnabas, Midlife Bro Logic, he was able to do it, and then Jay Rillo, he was able to do that on his streams. I don't use YouTube, so when I do have my little political show, it's always on Rumble.
Yeah, I could do it, but it's a little easier for me to just start a new stream here, so I'll just do that. All right, so I'm going to end this one right now and make this one private, right? So no one can see it. Maybe I'll just go and delete it. I don't want any problems, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you need to delete it if you're going to private it, because if you leave it up with the unedited part, the algorithm will catch you. All right, stay blessed.
All right, you guys, I'll see you on the other side.